Hello, hi. I'm just wanting to do like a really quick vlog tonight. Um, it's been a funny kind of couple of days. I'm gonna like get a bit comfier. I'm like in my bedroom. I'm just waiting to go to bed. But it's been a funny kind of couple of days. I go on the Satins forum quite a bit. And I use it for sport. And I've met some really good mums on there. I've spoken about them before. Spoken about my soul sister. And just this last couple of weeks, I've noticed some really funny goings on. And long story short is that there's been someone on there fishing for information and getting crowdfunding pages and stuff, basically lying about things. And I don't understand why you would lie about baby loss, like at all. But it unsettled me quite a bit. I didn't like it, and I actually ended up being the one that kind of posted something saying that I thought something was going on, and I couldn't believe how many people like responded to me and were like, "Yeah, I totally feel the same." And then then I was like, "What do I do?" Because I thought I was really paranoid because like I thought, "Oh my god, I'm going to hell," because who in their right mind would make up anything about baby loss, and why would I think that someone would do that? Do you know, like I just was like thinking I was really paranoid and just being silly, because like you do like this journey's weird, it changes you. So I spoke to my soul sister and told her about it. And actually, when I said to her, she was like, "Oh my god, I'm not the only one." And I thought, okay, so it's not just me. But you also think like I don't have much going on in my life, so am I just like on the forum too much and just like anyway? Long story short is that it was someone that was making up lies and stuff, and you know what made me really angry that someone would lie about baby loss. Why? Why? I don't understand this. Um, so in all of that, like got captured in this drama, even though I was like, I'm not getting involved in it. Um, I got captured in all the drama and stuff. So last night was nuts. Like I had heaps and heaps of messages from different people, and then like thanking me for like saying something. I thought, God, I've done something good. It's been a while since I felt like I've done something really good. So that was like a bit dramatic and everything. So it's all kind of sorted out now, but I've lost my confidence a little bit in the Sans forum and not really trusting who I'm speaking to, and I still think there's like maybe a couple of alter egos from this woman, man maybe, on the forum, and I've kind of said to Sans who I think they are, so I'm hoping like they'll check IP addresses and stuff like that. But it just made me think like who's out there. Do you know, you think about people um like preying on the old and disabled, but why would you prey on people that have lost their babies? Oh my goodness, like the things that people will do for money is scary, or attention or whatever it is, you know. Anyway, I'm not crazy and or paranoid, which I thought I was. So the whole point of my blog actually was so I've spent a lot of the last, well, we're nearly at 19 weeks, surviving. Just surviving, getting past each day, thinking about the next day, thinking about the next day, going to bed, thinking I survived. So, it's kind of like a long journey. It's quite like difficult and exhausting and stuff. And then today, my soul sister said to me, like I was just like saying something to her, and she was like, "Oh, it's okay. Like you know, you're doing really well, and you survived." And when she said you've survived, I thought, I'm not surviving anymore. So, like, I am in a way, but actually, I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm starting to live my life again. Amazing. Like, wow. Like, when did that happen? I've got no idea. But all of a sudden, I realised that I am starting to live my life again, and it was like I'm just like in awe about it. You know, I don't live for each day anymore. I'm starting to plan ahead. I'm starting to enjoy things again. I'm starting to get my purpose. Starting to think about, like, I know I spoke about work and stuff, but I never realised that I was starting to live again. I never thought I would. Do you know? Like I thought. Do you know? A few of my friends were like, "Oh, you're much more upbeat in your latest vlog and stuff." And I was like, I do feel better. Like I feel better in myself about who I am and how I'm getting on and stuff. My dog's giving me a death stare because I've got her dentist stick. It's freaking me out. And I was like, God, I am doing better. Now, I still So I still think about Finlay every day. Every day. Not a day goes past when I don't wake up. Now, he's maybe not the first thing I think about in the morning anymore, but he's definitely the last thing I think about every night. Before I go to sleep, I just think about him, and I still run over the what ifs in my head a little bit. And I think that's just because of the fact that they admitted to the mistakes they made. So I think I'm left with that. But I'm sure eventually that'll start to give a little bit as well. But yeah, I still think about him every day, and he's still a huge part of my day, and I'll speak about him to anybody. Like, anybody that'll speak to me about him. But I have learned that I choose who I want. Like, I choose about it. So there's opportunities where I could tell people about Finlay, and I choose not to. And I think actually, and originally I was angry at myself for it, but actually that's okay. Because, and I've got a friend that lost a baby, and I never knew about it. And I said to her, I said, how many people know about your stillbirth? And she says, not a lot of people. And I said, is it because it was a different life ago? And she was, yeah. She said it was a lifetime ago, and like, people that are in my life now were not in my life then, and I have a different life. Do you know? And it's easier to not speak about it unless it's brought up. And then I was like, okay. And then another one of my friends that had a late miscarriage, but it's still as far as I care, it's a stillbirth. Like, it's a loss. It's a baby loss. And I didn't know about hers until Finlay died either. She kept it very much to herself. And I said, I didn't know. And she said to me, she says, you know what? It's like you come to terms with it, and then you decide who you speak to about it. And it's not that you don't want to speak to about. It's not that you don't want to speak about them, or you don't want people to know about them. It's that you choose who you want in on that, and it doesn't mean that you don't love them any less or that you don't care about them. It just means that you have got a way of coping with it, and that's how you cope, and it becomes easier to speak about it. But sometimes you don't want the sympathy that people have, like that, like, you know, like, in the end of the day, it happened, you know. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So yes, I feel like I'm kind of going off on one. I'm probably like jumping from thing to thing, but I feel like I'm a little bit brighter. I feel like I'm starting to live again, and that I'm not just surviving now. That might change as each day goes on. But I've very much become like this person that just wants to enjoy life. Like, I was out on the horse today with the dogs, and then Mum was like, oh, do you want to go out again tomorrow? But she's competing at dressage, and she would obviously, Mum would go out of her way to come out with me after she'd finished. And I think she maybe feels a little bit guilty because she's going out to dressage. Now, I could go with her, but I choose not to. I'm not ready for seeing all my equestrian friends yet. The equestrian world is like full of wonderful people, and I've got some amazing friends, and I was a chair of a riding club, so I know a lot of people. But but going to an event is seeing everyone in one go, whereas I'd rather just see people in dribs and drabs and stuff. So like, Sue and me, we're going to try and convince Mum to go to a BE training, and I think if she goes to that, I'll probably go with her. So that could be a deal. Anyway, I think Mum feels bad because she's going to do it, and like, I'm here and James is not here, so I'm free, because a lot of the weekends I was like, oh, James is home, so I don't want to like go out and stuff. But I actually, do you know what? I'm not bothered about not getting riding. I'm going to go for a run. I've got stuff to pick up from Curry's for Rebus Law. Do you know, like, I'm just going to like enjoy my day. I got a new gel kit for doing my nails, and I did them today. I'm actually quite impressed. I mean, like, I already lost one, but it's much harder than it looks to do them. So I'll probably do my nails again tomorrow, and walk the dogs, go for a run, just enjoy my life. And I was like to my mum, I was like, do you know what? I just want to ride when I want to ride. I just want to be a happy hacker, and like, if that's all I want to be, then I don't see any problem with that, and I'll just ride when it's fun. If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. And that's different, because there's an awful lot of pressure on me before Finlay to do things. I must ride and it was my own pressure. No one else put it on me, but I must ride my horse. I must run. I must do this. I must do that. But actually, now I can just do whatever I want. It's quite good. It's a good way of looking at life. Anyway, I said this was going to be really short. and it's not, it's 10 minutes, but you didn't really need a huge cup of coffee like last week's when it was like, the other day it was 20 minutes long. I'm really sorry about that, by the way. I just had a lot to say. So I think the moral of this blog is that I am starting to live again, and it feels really, really good. And I'm still going to have days when are harder than others, days when the loss hits you harder than others, and days when it doesn't. But it's nice to plan. Do you know, it's nice to plan the future, and it's nice to be looking forward to it and not just being like, thank God I made it to the end of the day. It's good. Alright, right, I'm gonna go. Bye.